Hey Nesters, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you along to a yard sale with me, and this yard sale is pretty great. I went to this back in July. I'm trying to catch up with some of my yard sale hauls, and this one I wasn't expecting it to be as amazing as it was, because when I rolled up on it I just saw a little table outside, but they had a whole bunch of stuff on the inside of the garage as well, so I did not bring my bag with me, and I was finding it a little bit challenging to buy as much as I wanted because I couldn't hold everything, right? So this is definitely one of those yard sales that if you had a shopping cart, you probably would have took it all with you. And I've always wanted to do that. I wanted to go to a yard sale and just say, hey, how much for everything? And this one is potentially one I could have tried that at. I didn't that day, but looking back at it now, I feel like I definitely would have and should have. So we'll go ahead and check out the yard sale, and I'll meet you right back here and show you the haul of everything I purchased.
It's my birthday month. I do what I want. It's my birthday.
$1 each. That's a cute bracelet.
Nose breaking is sad. Really?
I do, actually. My mom is a breast cancer survivor.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
I like this one too.
And my mom is 15 years old. Is it 15? Are you 15 years? Well, it was 99. 99. Yeah, so I had my birthday.
Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, that's pretty.
You're back again? Now what have you got?
Ooh, that's pretty.
What does this mean? You're giving it to me?
I'm giving it to you.
Why?
You wanted one.
Did you get it somewhere or is it yours?
No, I just got it from the yard sale.
Really?
Yeah, and that's oh my, it's even better than mine. I think it's heavier than mine.
Put it down there. She goes, we gotta get
I
this.
sent him over here. She's got to go over there. She's got all her tools.
Well, thank you. Wow, this is great. Word of mouth is spreading hard.
Huh?
Thank you.
I mean, Sue said she had one for me or something, but I think by the time she finds it.
Oh, well, could be in Maryland for all we know.
That's right.
Yes, this is awesome.
So now
Wow. Thank
it's not,
you.
I told the lady, it's not for cooking.
No.
It's for our craft.
How much was it?
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, but she wouldn't get out of here without paying for that thing.
Right.
Oh, sure.
See you later.
See ya. Wonderful. This is a great thing. It's a treasure. Woo! Wow. I love it. It's a treasure. It's a treasure. Right. This is great for diamond art because it's so heavy when you roll it. Yeah. It puts the beads down in. Nice. Woohoo! Nice, nice. Yay! This is a good little present. I never thought of going to a yard sale to hunt for one of these. Because Betty's is like this. Yeah.
So you don't see the marble one in the ring, whichever that is.
Surprise.
How much was it? Do you remember?
What's that? I don't.
Oh.
I don't know what's mine.
Oh, really? Cool. Great. Betty thinks of me. She does. Yeah, you forget, right?
Only for about a split second. Yeah. It comes shooting back.
This is awesome. I gotta take this upstairs.
He's a bubble.
He's a bauble. Doesn't everybody need a snowman bauble? I mean,
Well, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, too funny.
That is adorable.
I have 3 of them like that.
But you don't have that one.
I don't have that one. You're right.
See?
Complete the set. There you go.
There you go. By the time I leave here, I'm going to spend $100 on snowmen, and then I'm going to be thrown out of the house because I'm going to ignore it. I got strict instructions this morning. Don't come home with snowmen.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
good. I'm glad to see you're following those instructions.
She's
Very
following
well.
those instructions to
doing
the
well.
T.
I
there's a
listen
trick
well
to
all the
that.
time. Oh, I just hide it. It's fine.
Well, I was going to say, just hide it till tomorrow.
Yes, because he said
Because
today.
you said today.
Right.
He actually didn't. He just said, be easy with the snowman. That's what he said.
Is this a mouse?
I didn't bring my reading glasses, so reading the map was out of the
So
question.
I'm trying to read the map and drive at the same time. Okay, where are we?
We're going to be
each other quite well.
There you go.
That's what friends are for.
That is
Absolutely.
right.
I really want that bird leaf. I just saw it. Isn't it great? Isn't she precious? She is.
Might want to hurry up. Guy just pulled up in the van. Ready to go.
We've taken people out for less things. So treasure snowmen.
I get it. One tackle's low, one tackle's high kind of thing. Yeah.
The short one's right at the low.
Yeah, absolutely.
It goes for the knees, and if it doesn't work,
Taking people out for less.
okay, I gotta be done.
You don't have to be.
No, I have a long ways to catch up to my husband, so you really need to shop.
We have a contest.
Side and
Oh,
the
yeah.
side, you know.
That's hard to do too, because
Your jewelry's doing good, though. You've done pretty good on the jewelry side.
Yeah.
That's
Is
the
there anything over here?
I hope not. I didn't even go in there.
Not snowmen, though. What is this? Is this someone's?
Yeah, it's my
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
I'm like,
Would
no,
you like a
that's not
bag?
me.
Sure.
Mama, I heard you. Do you want to do like a bulk? Just, you want me to have at it? All right. Sure. Okay, what else? Please go.
Oh, sure, she's adding more.
I am.
Oh my.
That's all I
Kenny,
got.
I need 14 back. See, we're still of the generation where we can do math in our head.
No. I had to tell it.
Here you go, sweetie.
Thank you.
Solid.
Yep.
You gonna cut the few ones? A lot of people paying in ones today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go.
Look at that. You sure did.
Yeah.
Baby sandwiches. You're gonna want a sandwich for lunch? Well,
Yeah.
yes, that's true.
But too, if you need to know where to park it and stuff like that.
Right.
As much as I hate to have that bike leave that house without my bottom on it.
Right?
Because it needs a bath before tomorrow morning,
Yeah,
because it is built.
it really is.
Aren't they all?
Everything.
Tonight, after you get back though, honey, I've got to cut his hair and trim his beard for
Oh,
the wedding tomorrow.
yeah.
But I'll do that tonight after he gets home.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to have it for the
Yeah.
rehearsal. I'm gonna get a marker. Sorry. Here, here. Pops.
Here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need a happy medium between where the breeze is still cool.
Cute.
Yeah. I don't think that's happening. It's getting quite warm.
Yeah, it could be worse tomorrow.
So what did you guys think? Wasn't that great? I couldn't believe the amount of snowmen that person had. She obviously had quite the collection over the years, and they were older, so I'm thinking they were getting ready to maybe sell their house and move to Florida or something like that, like most people of that age do in Maine. But she had a bunch of jewelry when I first walked in, and I believe they were marked $1 a piece. I did pick up a few items there. I was kind of sliding them on my wrist because I was like filming with one hand and I didn't really couldn't hold them, so I was holding those on my wrist. And then as I went inside to get snowmen, I was, you know, had all those dangling from my wrist, and I was grabbing snowmen, and eventually she offered a bag up to me, which was really nice. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start with the jewelry pieces I picked up. I got 3 necklaces. The first one is this one here. I thought it was very different. I liked how it had the multiple chains on it. It has the one rope here, and then this is kind of a thinner wire, or is it string? I guess it's string, and it's beaded, and then it has this really nice, almost like a sea glass charm on the bottom there, and yeah, super pretty. So I will be listing these all up in my Etsy store for sale. This is the next one I got there. It's on quite a long chain, and this is a little bit on the heavy side, I feel, for the chain, but the chain isn't too dainty, so it probably will hold quite nicely. And yeah, I just thought it was super beautiful. It has a beautiful brown stone in the center of it, and it encompasses some little mini pearls around the outside, and it's just a really neat design, so I thought someone would definitely enjoy that there. And this is the last necklace I picked up. I just kind of thought it was a good color, the peach and white, and then it has this heart emblem on the bottom here, but I like that it had the beads coming out of the bottom. It looked very boho to me, so I thought someone would enjoy that. I know that style is getting popular these days, and yeah, I thought that would be super fun. She also had several pins there, and I picked up a couple. This one here is 3 birds on it. It has probably birthstones. Maybe it was birthstones of our kids or something like that. And so we got a green and a red, which are my kids' birthstones. I only have 2, and this one is a kind of a dark blue, so I don't know if I had, you know, a 3rd kid and it had a blue birthstone, I probably would have to keep it, right? But I thought it was super fun. Hopefully someone can enjoy that, and it even looked really nice just for Christmas season, really. So it's just a really cute little pin. The other pin I grabbed was the butterfly one. I just thought it was really nice. I like the color of it. It was, you know, vibrant without being too wild, and I thought a lot of people could wear it. I know they're cute on jean jackets and stuff, so I thought that would be really nice for somebody. All of those jewelry pieces will be listed up in my Etsy store, which is linked in the description below. If you guys happen to see anything in this haul that you are interested in, you can definitely go click that link and check it out. The last jewelry item I got, I think I'm keeping for myself. I just kind of liked the simplicity of it. It's this nice little gold bracelet, and it has a, what is that called? A hinge, I guess, there. And it just kind of goes like that, and you guys probably saw it already, but I thought it looked kind of cute, and definitely more my style of the jewelry. It's a little bit heavy, but I think it'll be nice for this season, so I don't mind wearing it when it's colder. Okay, so now we're on to the Snowman-a-palooza. It's insane how many snowmen she had, right? But it was very overwhelming for me. I know there was probably some I left behind that would have sold better than the ones I got. I particularly liked the ones that were painted almost like a pumpkin, but they were made kind of out of a weird material, and they were priced at like $5 to $8, and I just didn't really feel like paying quite that much for resale purposes. If it was for myself, I probably would have done that. I really thought her prices were very reasonable given what she had, and I didn't really think she had much there that was junky, so very reasonably priced yard sale, and definitely, you know, priced enough to, well enough to resell. So the first ones I picked up were sitting on the table. She had some signs hanging off of them. It's a set of 3 here. Do they all look the same? I think they're all the same thing. Yeah, they're all the same. So it was 3 of these guys. They were marked $1 a piece, and I will sell them for a set on Etsy, but I thought they were super cute. They're this older kind of heavy duty plastic, and I assume you can put a Christmas stocking on them. just, you know, the little shelf sitters, and then you can put the stocking on it. So I personally have never used those, but these are pretty heavy. As long as you don't have the huge stockings, I'm sure it will work just fine, but very adorable and definitely vintagey snowmen. Out of all the ones I picked up, this is probably the most modern one I did. It's likely from around the 1990s, maybe the late 80s. And I got it because it's a little snowman family and they're carolers, and then it had the Christmas tree. So I just thought it was a little bit different than the other ones I was picking up. It is pretty heavy, but I think, you know, someone that has a family of 4 would definitely like this. And, you know, if they like snowmen and stuff, it would definitely remind them of their little family, and I'm sure they would enjoy that, so that will be listed as well. I paid $3 for this guy here, and he's my absolute favorite of this haul. I like him so much, I considered keeping him, but I am going to list him. And what he is, he's actually a planter. You see it has a little bit of a lift here, and it's hollowed out around it, so it's enough room for drainage. There's actually roots stuck in there I'm gonna have to clean out from whatever they had in there for a plant originally. But that's a super cool idea with the drainage. I've never seen that before. And this guy here seems to be a little bit more on the rare side, and I think I can get a decent amount for him, so that is why I ultimately decided to list him versus keep him. But if he doesn't sell, I have no problem putting him in my own collection, and I super love him. So fun. This here I thought was adorable. It's a handmade piece, and I paid $3 for him. So this section on the bottom is like a pedestal, is canvas, and then he has a little canvas shovel, and he's kind of a 3D snowman. He's not just flat, he does have a back to him with a little bit of air in between. And on the back side, they have this wire that they did the tree with. So it's this beautiful blue tree that you see from this side, and they did an excellent job tying that all up in the back. It doesn't even look that bad from the back side. So I thought that was definitely worth $3. I think I'm going to list it online. It's one of those things I'm going back and forth whether I should put it in my Etsy shop or put it in my antique booth, but I think maybe online. We'll see. I picked up another snowman family here. It's this adorable set here, and they are handmade. What they are actually styrofoam balls, and then they either crocheted or knitted, I think it's crochet, around them. So we got the snowman and the little scarf. The hats do come off, so you can kind of see here on the top the styrofoam, and you can put the hats back on like that. And I paid $1 a piece for them. This one says 50 cents, but I'm pretty sure that was $1. I think another sticker came off of one and that got put on there, but I think they're $1 a piece, so $4 for the set. And yeah, those will be up on my Etsy. I also picked up this little set here. They are neat because they are ceramic, but then they also have the kind of knitted hats and scarves on them, so I think that's super cute. She was only asking 25 cents a piece for these. They are made in Taiwan, so likely from around the 1980s. And yeah, very adorable. They have a little bit of crazing to them, mostly just one on the belly, but such a cute set. I've been on a bell kick lately. It must have started with this guy here this summer, right? So he was $1. It's this nice little ceramic bell. That's what it sounds like. The neat thing about him is his bow, his mittens, and his ear muffs are actually a velvet material, which I've never seen that on a ceramic piece before, so that's super fun. I don't see any maker on it, but again, this is probably from around the 1980s, I would guess. Next up are these S&P shakers. Super adorable. They have a little bit of vintage paint wear to them, but nothing too major. It was 50 cents for the pair. Did I just say that? I don't know. And they have the little plastic cork, so I don't think they're super old. They're made in Korea, so probably 90s, and I really like them. I think most people would just use them for decor as opposed to salt and pepper shakers anyways, but still, they could be used and very fun. Next up is this set here. I paid $1.50 for this, and it is a little votive candle holder in the center there. And I particularly liked how Mrs. Frosty looked. She looked very vintage. I like the way her eyes were shut, and she has these long, beautiful eyelashes, super cute. She has this holly little, what do they call those? Like a wreath around her head. They have a name for that, I think, but it's super adorable, just like a headband, I guess. And yeah, so Frosty's looking charming as ever, and it's just a really adorable set. So that also will be up in Etsy. In my own Christmas decor, I am a super big fan of decorating with vintage items and handmade items, particularly handmade vintage items. And so when I see things like this, I tend to pick them up. These are little door hangers, and it came, I guess it didn't really count as a set because they were marked separately. This one was 25 cents. This one was 50 cents, but I am going to list them together. I mean, you can't split those up. They're too cute. And I like the way the blue and green kind of contrast there. On this one, it's fun. It has a little bit of fringe on the side from his scarf, so super adorable. I'm interested to know in the comments if you guys ever use door hangers, because I've been coming across quite a few of them. And it's not something I really think to decorate on my, doorknobs, but it's a cute idea. They're very lightweight, and they do add a little bit of whimsy and charm. This one here is dated specifically, so it's something that I'm always hesitant to pick up, but at the same time, myself, when I see a date in history that I resonate with, it makes me smile, and sometimes, well, more than often, I will go ahead and pick it up for myself to keep because it just, it's just a memory for me, right? So I figured that would be the same with this piece. So this is what it looks like, and it's pretty heavy. It appears to be hand painted, but I don't think it really was. It's really well done. So maybe it was. It says Christmas 1980 here. And the interesting thing about this is I think wine was stored in it or something along that line, because on the back side there's a sticker. It says Mount Hope Apple Wine, a natural fruit table wine, produced and bottled by Mount Hope Estate and Winery in Cornwall, Pennsylvania. And then on the bottom it's all engraved just as they would have, like molded into it. So that's what's leading me to believe someone didn't really hand paint this, not like a regular person. They probably manufactured these in this company. So on the bottom, it just says the same thing, engraved in it, Mount Hope Estate and Winery, established in Christmas Series 1980, one of 1,800. And then someone wrote in pen down here 133, so I don't know if when they bought it they were just kind of keeping track and like, oh, this is the 133rd one. So it's kind of neat to think, that is one in almost the first 100. And I see an opening here is what I'm trying to think. Would they have stored wine in this, or is it just meant to be like a what would you call it, like a gift when you buy wine back then? I don't really know if that is what was in there. I mean, there's no way to pour it, so it doesn't really make sense that wine would have been in there, but yeah, I have no idea why there's a hole in the bottom. Maybe it's just the way they had to put it in the kiln to form it, and they just need something to stick it on. But it's still super cool. I like that it is rare, and it's, almost one of a kind, so very neat. And I did pay $2 for him. I don't know if I said that, but that is everything I picked up at this yard sale. Like I said, there were lots of other items there, especially when I was editing this like 2 or 3 months later that I saw, and I'm like, why didn't I get that? Why didn't I get that? But when your hands are full, it's difficult to shop. You guys feel me on that? I'm sure you guys have been there before too. But I think I did well with what I was able to pick up, and I'm super happy with my finds. I think I can profit about $100 off of everything, which is great. I feel the people at the yard sale compensated for the items. They got the price they were asking for, which again, I think is very reasonable. More reasonable than the thrift stores these days, for sure. I definitely prefer yard sale shopping. And the jewelry is something I'm experimenting with. I don't know a whole lot on that industry, but I see pieces I like and I say, why not? Let's give it a try. So hopefully I can get into that a little bit more and learn a little bit more about the jewelry business. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much will stick to the hard goods for the most part because that's what I enjoy. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed if you want to catch tomorrow's thrift along with me video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.